find in your business that you hit the same glass ceiling over and over and over again, and you feel like you're doing something different, but you still reach the same level and you feel like you just can't get past it? Well, today in this video, I want to share with you exactly why that can be happening so that you can assess it and so you can break through to the next level in your salon business. Hi, I'm Jessica Crane and I'm business coach for salon owners, and I help salon owners to create generational wealth from their businesses and live the life that they dreamt of when they first opened their salon door. Over the years, after working with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of salon owners in all different countries with all business of all different shapes and sizes, there's one thing that I've noticed is that every person gets stuck at a certain level. And I've named this framework the 5 levels of learning, and I'm going to teach it to you today because you might be stuck in your life or business because you're stuck at one of these levels of learning. So let's dive in so you can assess where you are right now and so you can get to the next level in your business. So the 5 levels of learning. Whenever we learn something new, we go through these 5 levels of learning. So the first level of learning is awareness. When you become aware of a new strategy, a new skill, a new concept. So I want you to think about when you first learnt a 1-length haircut, right? When somebody taught you that or introduced that to you, your first stage was awareness. You probably didn't know a 1-length haircut was a thing until somebody explained it to you and showed you, etc. So your first level of learning is awareness, where you're aware of the concept, you're aware of the skill, you're aware of the strategy. So then we jump into level number 2, which is understanding. So let's stick with the 1-length haircut as our example. So somebody probably then showed you a few times and they demonstrated, they took the sections, they showed you the angle, they showed you where the client's head needs to be, they showed you all these things. And for the first couple of times that somebody showed you, you started to have an understanding. You're like, I understand graduation, I understand this, I understand how to hold my scissors, how to hold my comb, how to position my hands and my fingers, and all of that stuff, and you started to grasp a level of understanding, right? But you probably had to do this process a few times before you were at an understanding level. And just because you understand it didn't necessarily mean you were good at it just yet, right? So that brings us to the 3rd level of learning, which is implementation or practice, as you might call it, which means that you need to do that strategy, that skill over and over and over again. You need to implement and implement and implement and implement until you actually become good at the strategy or the skill. Now, I'm going to pause here for a minute because most people, when they're learning something new, never actually get to an implementation level. Most people don't go further than this point. Okay, they get to an awareness and they're like, oh, okay, this could be really good for my business, or this is what I need to be doing. They might dabble in it a little bit, watch a few videos, watch a few tutorials and get to an understanding, but then they never execute. They never actually do, right? They're never taking action. They're never implementing. So one of the reasons that you might be stuck in your business is because maybe you're not implementing the strategies and the skills that you're learning. So implementation is key, and that's the 3rd level where most people get stuck. Okay, so let's say you've pushed through level 3 and you are implementing. You're taking action and you're practicing and you're doing the strategy, the skill over and over and over and over again. You come to level 4. Now, what's level 4? Level 4 in the 5 levels of learning is problem solving. Now, this is personally why I believe that no business owner cannot have a coach. I want you to think about this for a minute. When you learnt to drive, you had a driving instructor. When you learnt your hairdressing skills, your beauty therapist skills, you had an assessor. Every time in your life previous to now that you've learnt something new, you've had somebody to teach you. You've gone out, you've found somebody, and they have taught you. And the reason that this is so important is because they were able to problem solve with you. When you took your driving lessons, they were able to say, oh, you didn't quite do that correctly. You didn't do that. You didn't look here. You didn't do this. You didn't notice this. So you could correct those mistakes and go on to the 5th level of learning. So most people never reach the 5th level of learning because they can't problem solve on their own. I want you to think about it like this. You can't see your own blind spots in your business. You need somebody to guide you. You need somebody to help you. You need somebody to mentor you. You need somebody to correct your mistakes or spot the things that you're not spotting. You need somebody to problem solve. And this is again the reason why people get stuck in their business, because they're coming across a problem and they don't have somebody to ask, they don't have somebody to soundboard, they don't have somebody to get new skills and new strategies from. So what they end up doing is repeating their old behaviour over and over and over again, and they're not going through the 5 levels of learning. They're not pushing themselves, they're not getting out of their comfort zone, and they're not learning anything new, which is keeping them exactly where they are. So if you're finding yourself getting stuck in these 5 levels of learning, that's probably why you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in your business, like you're not growing, right? And it's probably because maybe you're not even aware of new strategies and skills that you do need. Maybe you've not quite grasped the understanding of why or how to execute them. Okay, most people get stuck because they're trying to copy what somebody else is doing, but because they don't have the knowledge behind it, they don't know why something's working or why something's not working, right? So we have awareness, we have understanding, implementing. Most people don't implement long enough for something to work. I want you to think about implementation is almost like pushing that big boulder up a hill. It takes a lot to gather momentum. You've got to do it again and again and again and again and again and again until you get that momentum, right? And ultimately, once you have your implementing and you have somebody to problem solve who can catch all of those mistakes and help you overcome them, you reach what we call level 5, which is mastery. Now, it's said that it takes over 10,000 hours to reach mastery. So I want to ask you this. Have you done over 10,000 hours of mastery working on, not in, your business? Working on your finances, working on your marketing, working on your systems, your operations, your business model, your business structure, your business foundations. There's still plenty for you to be able to get to business mastery, which is why I would like to invite you to come and join me for our 2-day Salon Summit Business Mastery, where I'm going to teach you mindset, leadership, finances, marketing, recruitment, systems, operations. I'm going to condense my 10,000 hours into 2 days and help you to inject them into your salon. I'm going to help you go through those 5 levels of learning. I'm going to help you problem solve. I'm going to get you implementing, and I want to get you to a level of mastery in your salon business and break through those glass ceilings and get to the next level in your business. So you can click the link below and come and join us. Spaces are super limited, so don't hesitate. You've got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Grab your ticket, and I can't wait to work with you for 2 full days, and I'll see you there.
Jessica Crane, international award-winning salon business coach. helping thousands of salon owners across the globe create long-term wealth and craft the life and business of their dreams. At just 12 years of age, Jessica started out with her first role in the industry, falling in love with the creative atmosphere and community. With the burning pressure knowing she had to support herself emotionally, physically, and financially, along with the desire to escape toxic environments, Jessica has always been driven by one gut-wrenching truth. No one was coming to save her. Her clients now see over 100,000 pounds in profit, while seeing up to 86% net profit months. They're able to buy houses and commercial property in cash while creating financial security, allowing them to step away from their businesses. Jessica has helped hundreds of salon owners 2 times, 5 times, 10 times their business growth and sales, create long-term wealth as well as passive income streams and generational security for them, their families, and their teams. Jessica's mission is to help millions of salon owners create huge success and craft the life they dreamt of when they opened their salon doors. She has worked across every level within the industry, from assistant, stylist, manager, assessor, internal verifier, educator, business owner, coach, mentor, presenter, speaker, author of Salon Boss Mindset Mastery, and winner of the British Hairdressing Business Awards for Innovation. If you will just open your mind and allow her to share with you her principles, she can help you change your life for the better. Please welcome Jessica Crane.